Hi everyone, welcome to my Blockbuster Hit Research Part 1. For the first part of your research, your job is to use your image to lead you to articles about the controversy surrounding your image. So if you've picked a suitable image for this project, then there will be people talking about the image. Sometimes they talk immediately when the image is published. Sometimes decades pass and the controversy comes later. Like people realize there was something wrong with that image and they hadn't realized it at the time. So here you can see my image. This is the painting of Emmett Till. You should be familiar with this because it's in the essay prompt. And you'll also see it appear again in the model essay for this unit. So if I'm in my images part, I'm going to click on my image. I was supposed to open something over here. I can't see if it did. Okay, I'm going to click on it again. There we go. Okay, so now I've clicked on the image, and you can see over here it shows the image, but it's showing an image that's linked to an article here. White artist painting of Emmett Till at Whitney draws protests, and you can see all these other. It sort of feels funny because there are all these repeated images, but it's because it's showing the other articles here. So this one is from the New York Times. If you go down, you see the New York Times, Washington Post, NBC News, Vulture, philosophytalk.org, The Guardian. So there are a lot of articles here. I'm just going to click on one. And so I'm looking at the New York Times article. The word protest is a good sign. That means they're probably going to talk about the controversy here. And then I'm looking through. So another thing that you can do, aside from just clicking on the articles that pop up when you click on your image, is look through each article and read the article, of course, but then also see, okay, are there other links in here that might be useful or helpful? It looks like there's a Facebook post from another protester named Hannah Black, so that I might want to see what she has to say. How would I know which ones to click on? I would think about the prompt. The prompt asks you to use the voices of people who are on one side of the issue and then the voices of people who are on the other. Well, Hannah Black's Facebook page might be a perfect place to find her voice about this issue. So I would probably click on that. I just wanted to show you that you can use the hyperlinks that are in an article. The second piece of your research part 1 is to find something about the time period of the controversy. This is a little bit trickier, but I'll use my piece as an example. So this painting by Dana Schutz, who's a white woman, it's a painting of an African-American boy who was brutally murdered in the 50s. And she painted it, and it was at the Whitney Museum, and it caused all this stir. People asking, can a white artist represent a deeply painful African-American experience? And the controversy is happening today. So not right this moment, but I mean in today's time. It's a modern controversy. And so for that paragraph in my essay, the one that addresses why is this controversy happening now, I have to think about the topics that we're really interested today as a society. And I know that one of the topics is race for probably a variety of reasons right now. And since Obama was president, there's been a desire on the part of the public to wrestle with some ideas around race and racism. And I'm guessing that that's why this controversy happened now, that it actually makes a lot of sense that given the kinds of topics we're interested in right now as a society, this painting touched a nerve that many people are feeling. So I'm going to try a Google search here, and I'm going to say, why do we keep talking about race? Let's just see what it says. I don't know if this is a good search term or not. We'll see in a second. Okay, so there's some why we keep talking about racism. That's interesting. Why we need to talk about race. It's from Oprah.com. So it looks like this might be a fruitful place for me to find some articles that will answer the question, why are we having this conversation now? What is it about us, our society now, that's making this conversation something that people want to have, or that's making people angry at a painting of Emmett Till? In the past, if the Emmett Till painting had come out in the 70s or the 80s, probably, maybe even the 90s, it wouldn't have been a big deal. It wouldn't have been this kind of controversy. So there's some reason that right now it is making a controversy. And that's the question that you're trying to answer in that section. It's a difficult question, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't try to answer it. Okay, that is it. I look forward to hearing what you guys come up with.